In this lecture, let us understand radio signal transmission. The above figure shows the architecture of a wireless communication system. This figure shows the architecture of wireless communication system. The transmitter accepts a stream of bit. It then encodes these bits into radio waves which are known as carrier signal. So we can say the transmitter accepts a stream of bits. It then encodes these bits onto a radio waves known as carrier by adjusting parameters of the wave such as amplitude and phase. So here transmitter accepts a stream of bits as input. So it will accept stream of bits as input. Then the transmitter encodes these bits onto a radio wave known as carrier by adjusting parameters of the carrier wave such as amplitude and phase. So transmitter accepts a stream of bits, then the transmitter will encode these bits onto a carrier wave by adjusting the amplitude and phase of the carrier wave. The transmitter usually processes information in two stages. In first stage, a modulator accepts incoming bits, and in second stage, it computes symbols that represent the amplitude and phase of the outgoing wave. Then finally it passes these to analogous transmitter which generates radio waves. So here transmitter processes the information in two stages. In first stage, the modulator accepts the incoming bit. As you can see in this diagram, the modulator will accept the incoming bits. Then the modulator will compute these symbols. So it will compute these incoming bits, which we call that as symbols. So the modulator will compute these symbols that represents the amplitude and phase of the outgoing wave. So here it will compute into the amplitude and phase of the outgoing wave. Then finally it passes this information to the analog transmitter which generates the radio waves. These radio waves are known as transmitted radio wave. This process is also known as Qpsk, which is quadrature phase shift keying. Here a Qpsk modulator takes the incoming bits two at a time and transmit them using radio waves that can have four different stages. The Qpsk modulator takes the incoming bits two at a time and transmit them using radio waves that can have four different stages. For example, we can arrange two different bits as 00, 10, 11 and 01. Corresponding to these bits, it can have the phase as 45 degree, 135 degree, 225 degree and 315 degree. So the Qpsk modulator will take incoming bits two at a time and transmit the radio wave that can have four different phases, like it can have 45 degree, 135 degree, 225 degree and 315 degree. So if the incoming bits are 00, then the radio wave can have 45 degree phase shift. If the incoming bit are 10, the radio wave which is transmitted can have phase shift of 135 degree. If the incoming bits are 11, then the transmitted radio wave can have phase shift of 225 degree, and if the incoming bits are 01, then the transmitted radio wave can have a phase shift of 135 degree. This figure shows the Qpsk waveform that is transmitted based on incoming bit that are considered two at a time. Figure B shows constellation diagram which represents the phase angle of the transmitted wave as well as the amplitude of the transmitted wave. So, the distance from the origin represents the amplitude of the waveform as well as the angle represents the phase of the waveform. So, as we discussed, for 0 0 the phase will be 45 degree. So, there will be a phase difference of 45 degree here. So, for 1 0 we will be having a phase difference of 45 degree plus 45 degree plus 45 degree. So, it will be 135 degree. Again, for 1 1 we will be having a phase of 225 degree, and for 0 1 we will be having a phase of 315 degree. So, from origin up to this dot, the distance represents the amplitude of the transmitted wave. This is about the concept of radio signal transmission. Hope you have understood the topic. Thank you.